Hey everybody, so we're going to try something a bit different for this video. So this is my awards, if you like. I don't really like using the word awards, but there you go. I'm not a critic. I don't consider myself a critic. I just like playing games, and here's some of the games I liked. So, I have my list. I'm going to peruse my list. I'll put the Game of the Year at the top, which was stupid. I should put that at the bottom. Anyway, we're going to start off with the most artistic looking game. And I say artistic rather than realistic or graphically impressive or anything like that. This is more for someone who took a non-realistic art direction and kind of ran with it. So my winner, if you like, for that is Gris. It only came out this month, but it just looks phenomenal. I just really like the way it looks, the watercolor presentation and the gradual reintroduction of color. It's just really nice and quite beautiful, honestly. Some special mention should go to two other games, Iconoclasts, which has this great sort of cartoony, kind of 80s, well not really 80s movie, that's not right, but it has a kind of fun sort of Saturday morning cartoon look to it, which I really like, and Forgotten Anne, which honestly looks like you're playing an anime, and I'm all for that. I think it suffers a little bit in gameplay because of the way it's drawn, but otherwise it just looks really nice. Moving on, so best or favorite indie games that I played this year, Dead Cells is top by quite a wide margin, I would think. It's just very fast, very fluid, it's fantastic to play. There's a lot of variety in weapons and strategy that you can employ, and there's a lot of branching paths. There's just so much to do in that game. Again, special mention can go to Return of the Obra Dinn. Again, really interesting presentation. A great kind of logic puzzle that I really enjoyed, and I really got deep into it. The only reason it's not winning is because once you solve the puzzle, that's the end of the game. And another special mention to Minute, which kind of has the same feeling of Obra Dinn. It's a good puzzle, it's got a good presentation. The 1 minute death thing is really interesting as well, but again, once you've solved it, you've solved it. And that's kind of the end of the game. Best game mechanic of this year. I have weird categories. Let's just go with it. So top of the list is the Leviathan axe recall in God of War. I just really enjoy flinging the axe at people and then pulling it back and then flinging it at them again, or if the enemy knocks it out of the way and you need to use your fists for a bit and then you pull the axe back to finish out the combo. It's just so satisfying. It's really well done, particularly since it's, there's different timings and how far away you flung the axe, so you need to keep that in mind for your strategy and things like that. Really nice. Special mention for Spider-Man swinging. It feels really good. Very fast, very fluid. You do get a fantastic feeling of motion when you're swinging, and that's kind of super important for a Spider-Man game, and they did a very good job with it. Also mentioning Minute, which I've mentioned already, the 1 minute death. Really, it actually helps direct the player into what the next puzzle piece they should solve is, because you can only do a minute. You only have a minute, so it's whatever you can reach in a minute, whatever you can do in a minute. If you can't do it in 1 minute, move on. That's not the thing you're meant to focus on right now. But that's really interesting. I really like that. And the last one, kind of contentious for some people, the Super Smash Brothers bounty fights. The way you unlock characters, I just really like the way it's done. You sort of have to earn the fighter, if you like, but you also gradually increase the size of the roster, so you get a chance to play with everybody because you don't have them all unlocked at once. So it's a good way to kind of train people and push them to other characters that they may not have normally used because they don't have them all at once. So I actually quite like that. Okay, so disappointing games of 2018. They can't all be the best of being disappointing, I guess. So number one, with a bullet, really, is Agony from Madmind. So I backed that on Kickstarter, and it's not good. It's very buggy, it's very janky. They're not all necessarily the same thing, and it's just not interesting to play. It had a good premise, but whatever, it just wasn't fun. Special mention for Far Cry 5. I had fun playing it, kinda, but it was also sort of bored playing it as well, and its ending is just, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but it's awful. spoilers. And also Kingdom Come Deliverance. I was actually really interested to play the game, and I was having a lot of fun with it. It's just, I hate its saving mechanic. I hate it. It's really just put a real downer on the game for me. I might end up getting it on PC and just mod that saving mechanic out, and you know, maybe things will go better for me there. Following on from the disappointing category, these are games that I feel personally should have been better. Not that they could have been better. It's that, I mean, any game could have been better. You give it any more time, you can add more polish. But these are games that I really feel should have been better with their premise. So number one is Darksiders 3. Again, I enjoyed the game, but there just isn't enough to it. It really does feel like it's a last generation game, and that, I suppose that's fine considering it's part of the same franchise, but I really do feel that they should have done more with it, and they didn't. And additional to that is Vampire. That had a great premise, and I don't understand what happened. It's so combat heavy. There's no stealth. I mean, if you think anything, a vampire would be all stealthy, but there's none. And the interplay with different characters, you know, how you can kind of manipulate them, learn more about their story, and, you know, feed on them and things like that. It just seems kind of basic, and I kind of hope they do more with that system, and I really thought they should have done more with that system. So my category for games that I am still playing. So I play a lot of games on the channel, and then tend to sort of forget about them. And that's a big failing of myself. But games I'm still currently playing. I'm still playing Dead Cells, because that game has tons of content and is very hard. So it's kind of stingy with its content after a while. So I've kind of hit that period in the game where I'm not getting new things very often. So it does require a bit more of a slog, which isn't great, I suppose. But I am still playing it. Super Smash Brothers probably shouldn't count because it only came out this month, but yeah, I am still playing it. I haven't finished the World of Light campaign or anything like that, so I'm still playing that. And then games I completely forgot about. I played them, liked them, and then just stopped playing them for whatever reason. Maybe a new game came out, or a job got in the way or something. So, games I forgot about. Divinity 2, I recommended that to a friend of mine as a game that they should get into, because I had a lot of fun with the brief amount of time I played it. And every week that I saw them again, they were like, "Have you started playing Divinity 2 again?" And I'm like, "No." And they're like, "Oh, come on, it's so good." So, like, you know, I gave them, I guess, really good advice because they enjoyed the game a lot, but I just fucking forgot to play the game. So I really need to get back to that. Octopath Traveler, I played the demo, loved the demo, bought the game. I haven't touched it. So that's bad on me. I love JRPGs. I don't know what I'm doing. This is why I do these videos, or this video, so I can, you know, kick myself in the ass for doing it. Hollow Knight, again, Metroidvania. Love Metroidvanias. Just stop playing it. I don't know, for whatever reason. Something must have come out in between. But yeah, I gotta get back to Hollow Knight. And then the pièce de résistance, the top game overall of 2018 of the games I played, God of War. It's just so fucking good. I spent so much time with it. It's a fantastic kind of redemption story for Kratos, a character I despised by the end of God of War 3. And to be quite honest, by the end of God of War 1. But yeah, a great redemption story for him. And then the combat mechanics, just changing between the axe and your fists and Atreus and other things that I won't mention because they're spoilers, but it's so good. It's just so good. Special mentions. There's a few special mentions here. So Spider-Man, PS4. Superhero games tend to be garbage, and the Batman Arkham games are the exception, very much. But Spider-Man turned out super good. So very happy with that. Played a lot of that game. I'm playing the DLC as well, which I very rarely do. So good job, Spider-Man. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, again, kind of burned out on the Assassin's Creed franchise, but this new change in direction has helped immeasurably, and Odyssey has tons of content with like really interesting protagonists. I kind of feel it flags a bit in the middle, and some of the things become a little too samey, which is why it's not at the top, but yeah, like, it's a solid game. And then the last 2. Whoops, I can't read properly. Monster Hunter World. I was like completely new to the Monster Hunter franchise. Like, it's so different from its very first incarnation to its newest, and it's just really good, really solid mechanics, and really good boss fights. And yeah, Monster Hunter, fucking amazing. And the actual last one, Super Smash Bros. I'm just blown away. I'm honestly blown away by Super Smash Bros. I never gave it much time. I didn't own a Nintendo console, so for various reasons I have never played it. And I've mentioned earlier, but yeah, great game. Great game. The only reason it's not at the top is because you kind of need people to play it, and I don't like to play online, and I don't have many people to play the game with, so that's why it's not at the top. Same for Monster Hunter. Again, I don't particularly enjoy playing online all that much, but whatever, the game itself is quite good. But yeah, God of War, Game of the Year. So that was this year, a really good, solid year for video games, even if it wasn't very solid for everything else. Looking forward to next year, so some releases in no particular order. Around the corner, I'm looking at this list that I have. Around the corner is Onimusha Warlords, so that's a HD re-release of the original Onimusha Warlords. If you haven't played it before, it's kind of, just think of Resident Evil, but feudal Japan. And original Resident Evil. So tank controls and pre-rendered cutscenes, or pre-rendered background, and fixed camera angles. But feudal Japan with magic swords and demons. It's fantastic. So I'm really looking forward to playing that again. We've got Resident Evil 2, the remake. Holy shit! I watched the trailer and then I've gone completely silent. I don't want to know anything. Just let me play it. I'm really looking forward to that. Kingdom Hearts 3, the same week. Fuck. Again, that's a game I'm waiting a very, very long time for. Even though it says 3, it's like the 8th game in the fucking series, but whatever. That's for January. Moving into February, we've got... Let's see, I should probably have made this list before doing the video, but here we are. Nothing for me. Anthem? Still, I was in the closed alpha that I can't really talk about, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I am reticent, to say the least. March, Devil May Cry 5. Yes, give me that shit. I can't wait. It's gonna be great. The Sinking City, which is kind of what I thought Call of Cthulhu was going to be, but not. So maybe this will be a good Call of Cthulhu, hopefully. Not that Call of Cthulhu was bad, but it wasn't great. And then we got Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, the latest thing from Software. Yes, more Dark Souls and Bloodborne, guys. Thank you. Into April, we have Days Gone. Don't know, it's been delayed so many times now, who knows how good that's going to be. We've got May, we've got Rage 2. Yeah, maybe. I wasn't exactly super interested in the original Rage, but this might be good. I've seen some interesting stuff. June, Crash Team Racing. I never played the original, but people say it's really good, so give it a look. And then Shenmue 3. Is that even going to come out? No idea. After that, we've got games that should be out games that should be out in 2019 but don't have a release date. So we have A Plague Tale. I like what I saw in the trailers. It looks really nice. It's probably super Eurojank, but it might be good. Who knows? The untitled Animal Crossing game. I've never played Animal Crossing, but from what I've heard, it's kind of Stardew Valley, and I like Stardew Valley. So yeah, more of that please. Bloodstained, which I've been going on and on about on the channel for quite some time now. Hopefully it actually comes out. I'm dying to play it at this point. Code Vein, which is anime Dark Souls. Sounds good. What we got? Final Fantasy 7. No, that's not fucking coming out. I don't know who's putting this list together, but no, that's not coming out this year. Indivisible, which is a kind of action RPG from the guys who made what the fuck's it called? I can't remember. It looks good. I'm dying to play it. I just can't remember fucking name it. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 for Switch. Weird. But that is, if you haven't played the Ultimate Alliance games, just think they're kind of like Diablo, but Marvel characters. And a team. So a team of Diablo Marvel characters. It's good. Hopefully. What else we got? The Medieval remake. Yeah. Alright, that's the end of the list. Anyway, I'm sure there are more. Anyway, that's my roundup for 2018, my awards and my faves and my not so faves and so on. And I have a couple of games to look forward to for 2019. Also on the channel, I will be attempting to do some more streaming on Twitch, which I haven't been doing a whole lot of, but I am planning on it for this year. Also, Red Dead Redemption 2, since I've given it more time. I will be doing a Let's Play of that on the YouTube channel, so keep an eye out for that, please. And otherwise, we'll be continuing more or less as we have been. That's the plan anyway. I don't get a lot of traffic to the channel, but I do appreciate any feedback and views, and you know, just interacting with people. That's all I want to do. I just want to talk about games. So yeah, I never know how to finish these things. Goodbye, I guess. See you in the new year, maybe? Who knows? Anyway.